How's he liking the city?
Oh, he's loving it. Loving it a lot more now he's gotten off the bench, too. There he is!
Hey, guys.
Che, how's it going?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Take a seat, fellas.
Yeah,
Let's talk.
Yeah.
So I want you to meet Don, the rep from Nike.
Big fan of yours, Che. It's really great to meet you.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm excited to be here with you.
I think it's safe to say we're all excited about potentially working together.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what do you say we just jump right in, start talking contracts?
Yeah, let's do it. Works for me.
Let's do it.
So Nike went ahead and they are offering me my first ever contract. I'm just gonna go ahead and accept it. I'm not even gonna counteroffer right now. I probably could get something better, but I don't have too much leverage at the moment. I'm just gonna take it and move on from there.
Pretty painless, right?
For you, maybe, but I gotta justify this number to my bosses.
Don, that's no way to treat your new star.
You know I'm just playing with you, right? Nothing but love over here. Seriously, Che, we are really excited to bring you into the Nike family, and we think this partnership has got a great future.
Thanks, Don. I appreciate that.
First of all, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us today. Whenever you get an athlete of Che's caliber to join your team, that is reason to celebrate. And the Nike team is thrilled to have him on board. All right, I know you all want to talk to him, so we'll get right to it and toss it to Che for questions.
Ted the man, what's up?
Congrats on the new deal, Che. So what's it mean to sign a deal like that at this stage of your career?
You know, Ted, it's pretty awesome. You know, growing up playing basketball, that was always a big dream, being repped by a shoe company, so it's a real thrill. Okay, I'll take another question. Vinny, what's up?
Now that you got all that shoe deal money, you planning on splurging a little?
Oh, splurging, I don't know about all that, man. You know, I don't want to be one of those guys who wastes all his money before he retires. You know, I got a long career ahead of me, hopefully. But nothing's guaranteed in this league. You know what? Maybe after I retire and it's all over, I'll splurge a little. But for now, it's all about ball.
All right, we got time for one more question. Patty.
Any plans to release a signature shoe?
I mean, that's the goal, yeah? I believe in myself, so why shouldn't I believe I deserve my own shoe?
What else am I supposed to say? I gotta believe in myself. I'm gonna get that signature shoe deal this year. I'm coming for everybody. I'm not waiting like Giannis. I'm getting it this year, you best believe it. I'm getting a little carried away, so we might as well talk about the game a little bit. Normally, Devin Booker is the best player on the team, but not this year. They have point guard Steve Nash, two-time MVP. They also have Amare Stoudemire and Tom Chambers. A lot of you guys might not know who Tom Chambers is, but he is a 2K cheat code. My favorite player to use in 2K. If you haven't already tried playing as the all-time Suns or as Tom Chambers, I definitely suggest trying to do so. He's a more athletic Dirk Nowitzki. He's not as good at shooting as Dirk, but he will get by. He is extremely lethal from the perimeter, from the post-up mid-range game, and he can posterize people. He's one of those unsung heroes that not a lot of people know about in 2K. Definitely try him out. You will not regret it. That's all I gotta say, but Steve Nash, man, let's talk about this guy. He's the two-time MVP, as we've already said, and he doesn't get a lot of respect, especially because Shaq badmouths him a lot. And if you've ever heard Shaq talk about Steve Nash winning 2 MVPs over Shaq in his prime, you'd realize that he gets pretty salty about that topic really quickly. And a lot of people forget how good Steve Nash is. I'm not saying that Shaq doesn't have an argument there, but a lot of people forget because Steve Nash is not really on television. They don't get to see him play or talk or reminisce about the old days, unlike Shaq. So, I mean, yeah, they disrespect him a lot. Compared to most players who are done playing, Steve Nash is one of those forgotten legends that people kind of disregard. He was never the quickest, never the fastest, never the most athletic or the strongest. Was pretty flashy though, but he was just so efficient at what he did that it was insane. Steve Nash and the passes that he was able to do was incredible. It was like watching art on a basketball court. I'm not saying that Steve Nash is a better player than Shaq or anything like that. Maybe skill-wise, he was capable of doing more broader things on the court. Shaq was almost a one-trick pony. Feed it to me in the post, and I'm going to get you buckets type of thing. And of course, he played defense a lot better than Steve Nash. But I feel as though people just forget how good Steve Nash actually was. One mind-boggling fact about Steve Nash is that out of the 11 seasons in which a player has shot 50% from the field, 40% from 3, and 90% from the free throw line, Steve Nash has 4 out of the 11 seasons all time. It's only happened 11 times, and Steve Nash did it 4 times. That is crazy. He was extremely efficient, one of the most efficient players of all time. And if that doesn't say anything to you about how great Steve Nash was, then I don't know what will. But I digress. He was definitely a fun player to watch. And sadly, he never won a championship, but he was one of those players that you just couldn't take your eyes off of, because when the ball was in his hands, you knew something great was about to happen. And even right now, in this game, Steve Nash is single-handedly trying to keep his team in it, and Devin Booker is not helping him out, but Amare Stoudemire hammering it home, trying to keep the game close enough within reach so they can strike. But I'm just going to try to throw it down myself, and I'm trying to be the hero, fading away, taking the tough shot, but it doesn't go down. But there's Wilt, the Stilt, Chamberlain. And in my opinion, if all the legends that ever played were to play in today's game with current players and legends alike, I think that Wilt Chamberlain would be considered the greatest of all time. And I don't take it lightly when I say that. It's just that people remember Michael Jordan and they say, you know what? That guy is the greatest. And that's their opinion, that's their right. But if you were to ever have just all the players in the world playing at one time from the 1960s all the way to now, I think that Wilt Chamberlain would be the guy that people say is the greatest if everybody had a chance to play together, because the things he did on a court, no one could stop. And if you put Michael Jordan against Wilt Chamberlain, you might say, hey, you know, Jordan could get around him, Jordan could do this and that. But if Jordan missed the ball one time against Wilt, the Stilt Chamberlain, it's over. That rebound is Wilt's, and he's just going to back him down and prove to him that, hey Jordan, you're a little boy compared to me, and I'm going to make you look silly. So, in my opinion, I feel like if everyone played at the same time, Wilt Chamberlain, people would look at him a little differently and consider him the greatest to ever play the game. And that's just my opinion, but this game is out of reach, so I'm trying to go ahead and do some reach-ins, and we end up with the ball. I'm going to do some dirty work on Devin Booker, and I'm going to step back and try to nail this three-pointer. I like that. That's nice. We actually get it to go, and I've been doing this non-stop, trying to get a clip that'll actually look good, and finally we get the basket. But yeah, I've been doing that forever. I had a lot of misses because of it, but eventually it worked out. We got something that looks nice. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and if you do want to help me a little further, go to redbubble.com. There's a link in the comment section. It'll take you to this page where I designed some NBA themed shirts and hoodies where you can, check it out and hopefully enjoy. Man, I hate asking that type of stuff. Ugh.